WATA technology produces active chlorine, useful for water treatment and disinfection. WATA-Standard produces 2 liters of sodium hypochlorite solution at 5 grams per liter in 2 hours. One production allows, for example, the treatment of 10,000 liters of water and a production of 5 liters of surface disinfectants. Kit contents: WATA-Standard 2.5 liters container, AC/DC power supply to connect to the network and a control box, syringe, user guide, pH paper, thermometer. You will also need ordinary salt, clear water or saturated brine, funnel, logbook downloadable on the website, protective gloves. Clear water is mandatory to use water technology. To ensure that you have clean water, please take the usual manual. Fill a clear container with water. You should be able to distinguish, even faintly, the WATA logo. If not, your water must be filtered. Prepare a saturated brine as a base for your electrolysis. Use a container of any size but never metallic and fill it with water. Add large quantities of salt, but half kilogram per liter. Shake it for 15 minutes to dissolve as much salt as possible, then label it and leave the solution to stand. Be careful not to agitate the brine just before use. Make sure that there is still salt at the bottom of the container to ensure that the brine is always saturated. To prepare the solution to be electrolyzed, take 160 milliliters of saturated brine and empty it into the brine container. You also need clear water between 20 degrees and 27 degrees with a pH between 6.5 and 8.5. Add this water to the container until you reach 2 liters. Close it and shake it. Plunge the WATA-Standard completely into the container. To avoid damaging the power supply and the control box, the electrolysis must be carried out in a different and ventilated room. Connect the WATA-Standard to the control box. Connect the power supply to the network and the control box. Reset the control box by pressing its button for 2 seconds. The LED will turn green and the electrolysis will start. The low voltage of the devices limits the risks of electrocution. In the event of a power outage, the electrolysis process will restart once power is available again. Avoid breathing the chlorine gas during production. Don't forget to keep a record in the logbook. At the end of production, the process stops automatically, the LED flashes green, and there are no more bubbles in your solution. Unplug the water and immerse it in clear water. The device has a self-cleaning function of the electrodes. You only need to rinse it. Store the chlorine solution in an opaque, non-metallic, clean, tightly closed container and label it with the production date. Before using the chlorine, it is essential to check its concentration with the water test reagent. Use the active chlorine within 24 hours or stabilize it with a water stab kit.